everybody, it's Dustin the Mega Geek here with another daily geeky vlog for September the 24th, is it? Yeah, it's the 24th. And today we're going to talk about something that I love. It's not pizza. My diet won't let me eat pizza. Why are we talking about pizza? And I'm hungry now. But no, not pizza, not pizza. Horror movies. Yes, horror movies. Now, if you know me personally, you know I love horror movies. And this past year, uh, horror's been, or the past couple of years, horror's been kind of getting a bad rap, mainly because there have been some pretty less than entertaining and underwhelming horror movies that have been released. I'm looking at you, Gallows. But yeah, I'm going to talk about basically three horror movies that were just not that entertaining to me. And remember, this is my opinion. It doesn't necessarily hold true to you. You may love these movies. I don't know. You might. And then I'm going to talk about three movies that I liked and thought were really enjoyable, and I would recommend them to you. Again, my opinion. You may not like these movies. I did. Same thing with it, disliking ones. But yeah, let's talk about that. First one up in the not entertaining is Sinister 2. Yeah, this is mainly there because it was so disappointing to me. I was a huge fan of the first Sinister. It was really good. It was a creepy idea. It had a really good main villain, and it was just great. Had great atmosphere. It was a creepy and uncomfortable. It's one of those movies that you just cringe at. But the sequel, not so much. I'm not going to spoil too much of these movies, so if you want to watch them, you can. But they tried to kind of flesh out the main bad guy from the first movie, and it didn't really jive. Um, just some weird things here and there. Some of the plot points didn't really make sense to me. If you watch it, you'll probably understand. And it's just like, well, why are they doing this again? And it just kind of tried to push that whole little creepy video thing a little bit too much for my taste. Which, hey, you might like it, but for me, it was just really disappointing. All right, next one, VHS Viral. Now, the third in the VHS trilogy. The first two are super creepy and are on my rotation of horror movies that I watch on a regular basis. They are that good. They are really good. I highly suggest you pick those up. They're older, a little bit older movies, but they are awesome. But this one is just so muddled, I guess, is the best word that I can come up with. It's confusing. It doesn't really make sense. Which, yeah, you can also argue that the first VHS movies didn't make sense, but they were at least well done and entertaining. These are just, you're just kind of like, what? And the worst thing is I had to watch this movie 3 times. 3 times. Because I kept falling asleep during it. Me, King Insomnia, was falling asleep during this movie. And it just did not hold my attention. It was weird. I mean, even for my taste, it was just too weird. So, VHS Viral. Ugh. Next one, The Pyramid. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and spoil this one because you need to hear it. Basically, it's undead mummy cats. Okay, not really undead mummy cats. They're like scavenger, cannibalistic cats that have lived in this pyramid for thousands of years, eating each other. Blah, blah, blah. And at the end, Anubis. Yes, the Egyptian god of the dead, the jackal-headed one. They somehow managed to make a movie about... That's my phone. Huh. They somehow managed to make a movie about zombie killer mutant mummy cats and Anubis, the freaking god of the dead in Egyptian mythology, managed to make this boring. How? How did they do that? That's ridiculous. That should have been surefire. Oh, we're going to have zombie mutant cats, and then Anubis, the jackal-headed god of death. And it wasn't. It wasn't. It just wasn't. It was a non-movie. It was, I mean, it was, I sat through it, but literally with hardly any reaction. Just like I didn't care about the characters. The story was just like, okay. It was just, okay, enough of that, enough of that. All right, now let's talk about three good ones. Three good ones that have come out here recently. Number one, The Babadook. Oh yes, this crap. Holy crap. This movie creeped me smooth the hell out. But apparently, if you have kids, I don't have kids, but if you have kids, this movie will hit you harder than people without kids because it plays on that thing that the parental instincts, and it's super creepy. It's one of those movies where you're like, is there really this supernatural presence that is haunting this family, or is this woman just crazy? And yeah, just a brief little thing. You don't really know until the very end of the movie if it's going on. But the basic thing is this woman, this single mother and her son are like haunted by this creature called the Babadook from a children's book that just freaking appears in their house. And the little boy says, "Mommy, read me a story," and picks up this book, and it's this creepy pop-up book, which I would buy this pop-up book. It is really that good. I'd be like, haha, I have the Babadook book. But I haven't been able to find it. But it's freaky as hell. I highly recommend it. Next one, It Follows. This is a slow burning, creepy ass horror movie. Basically, what it's basically about an STD. Yeah, a sexually transmitted disease. Except this sexually transmitted disease isn't a virus or something. It is this invisible, shape shifting creature that only infected people can see that follows you, walks towards you, and if it catches you, it just freaking kills you. And it does not stop, it just walks towards you, just doesn't run, just walks. And it can change into anybody or anything. It can be anybody. But it doesn't talk to you or something like that. That's the one thing that you're like, wait, hold on, this thing isn't talking. Oh my God, run! And it can be like an old lady. It can be like a relative. It can be a friend. And it makes this atmosphere that is great. That, yeah, It Follows. Watch it. I think it's on Netflix now. If it's not, just get it on VOD. It's awesome. All right, the next one, Cooties. Cooties. This is just a movie about zombie kids and the teachers that have to murder them. It is a fun, old school zombie horror comedy. Um, it's just fun. It is super fun. Just instead of the regular zombies, you've got children zombies who are like fast zombies, kind of like 28 Days Later. Doesn't really call them zombies, but they get a virus that basically makes them zombies. They're zombies. Um, it's just fun. It's fun, and I had way too much fun watching Frodo and Dwight from The Office kill children. I feel bad for saying that, but at the same time, I was laughing hysterically at this movie. If you're a teacher, you may want to watch this movie. It's yeah. You get to live out your dreams of murdering children. That's horrible to say. Why would I say that? But it's a goofy, fun horror comedy. So yeah, Cooties. I recommend that. And just some off the top of my head, some ones that are pretty good that you should probably watch. Zombievers. It's exactly what you think. It's zombie beavers. Digging Up the Marrow is kind of a found footage style with a pretty well-known horror icon is trying to make a movie, and he's trying to find this guy who says he's got real monsters on tape. Pretty good. Wolf Cop, which is just insane, and it's balls out funny, crazy. It's a werewolf cop. And The Visit, yeah, M. Night Shyamalan's thing. M. Night Shyamalan, just give it a chance. It's actually pretty good. It redeemed him with all the other terrible shit. It's actually pretty good and pretty creepy. And then Maggie. Arnold Schwarzenegger not being Arnold Schwarzenegger, trying to protect his daughter who's infected by a zombie virus. That's it. So guys, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it for this little vlog of geekiness. And I will talk to you guys later. I'm going to go play some Blood Bowl. See you guys later. Bye.